Okay, let's talk about Anora. If I also even say the name of a movie correctly. Recently, there were lots and lots of talks and discussions and opinions, and I even heard some, I guess, takes from Christian community who were very annoyed and almost offended that, I don't know, the movie depicted sex worker. Well, my take is quite simplistic. I'm not here to sort of, as they might say, glorify the industry because obviously it's nothing to glorify. But I think we should to differentiate between the industry and the people. Also touching on the Christian side, I mean they should read their own sources. Jesus never fucking, I'm sorry for cursing, but God, I want to curse right now. Now, he never, what's the word? I'm sorry, I'm not a native speaker. Like he never disowned, per se, people who, practice that type of earning. On the contrary, one of his most famous encounter if there his time religious leaders and I know self-proclaimed righteous people bring up a woman to him, which in their own words was caught in the act, and Jesus defends her. Like, you know, there is that famous scene where it's like, who haven't sinned, please be the first to condemn, but that's the right word. He does not condemn her. He says, who haven't sinned, please cast the first stone, please condemn her, but, and when they leave, of course, he does not condone her way of getting her paycheck either. Go and sin no more. But he does not treat her as some sort of just manifestation of her profession. He looks at her as a person. On that note, one of my favorite writers from my teenage years is Eric Maria Remarque. Once again, I'm sorry for butchering his name. He's the author of books like Still on the Western Front and such. I'm sorry for struggling here. I read that in Lithuanian. It's definitely called different in my language. Anyhow, his most favorite characters are soldiers, immigrants, and, well, prostitutes, because he looks at those people like, well, people who are struggling just like everyone else, and people who are trying to get by and try to make, I don't know, just make their way through life to varying degree of success. And I still very much do resonate with that take. So here's that. Not to mention that, my bad. Not to mention that the movie Anora it is definitely not about how the industry is, a good way of of of, of earning that coin. It actually starts from the very beginning, depicting how like uncomfortable and in some sense dehumanizing that industry is. Also, I heard opinion from a certain ministry which offended me quite a bit, where they rushed to condemn the movie in the sense that a porno worker sort of I know. Hold on.